Hello friends, let us now learn some important points about acute laryngitis. Acute laryngitis is acute inflammation of larynx. This inflammation of larynx can be either infectious type or it can be non-infectious type of inflammation of larynx. If it is infectious type of acute laryngitis, it is most common and follows upper respiratory tract infection. This infectious acute laryngitis can occur in the presence of organisms like Streptococcus pneumonia, Haemophilus influenza, hemolytic streptococci and Staphylococcal aureus. Exanthematous fevers like even measles, chickenpox, whooping cough, all these are also associated with acute laryngitis. Non-infectious causes of acute laryngitis include vocal abuse, that is excessive usage of voice. There it can be due to vocal allergy or thermal or chemical burns to larynx, or it can be due to the inhalation or ingestion of various substances or laryngeal trauma such as endotracheal intubation. All these can cause non-infectious causes of acute laryngitis. If you see the clinical features, this picture shows the appearance of larynx. In early stages there will be erythema and edema of epiglottic folds. These are the epiglottic and aeroepiglottic folds. Ventricular glands undergo edema and they appear white or near normal. Later, as the stage increases, there will be hyperemia, that is you can see increased blood vessels and vascularity. Even here there is increased blood vessels and vascularity is seen. Hyperemia and swelling, size of the swelling increases in acute laryngitis. So laryngeal appearance depends upon the severity of disease. If it's early stages, you see erythema, edema of epiglottis, airy epiglottic folds and arytenoids and ventricular bands. All these undergo edema, but vocal cords appear white or near normal. But in later stages, these are the pictures of later stages where you can see edema and erythema of the vocal cords also. So that is later stages where erythema and edema of vocal cords is also seen, and the hyperemia and swelling also increases. And here these secretions, see, most important thing here is these secretions are seen in the subglottis, are seen in acute laryngitis. You can see the secretions which are seen, sticky secretions are seen in the subglottic region or in the cords and interarytenoid region. You can tell it is present in between the cords and interarytenoid region. You can see these sticky secretions, right? Next, the patient presents with hoarseness of voice, and slowly as the disease progresses, this hoarseness of voice can lead to complete loss of voice. There can be discomfort or pain in the throat. The patient can have dry irritating cough, sometimes symptoms like heat, cold, dryness of throat, malaise, fever, all these can also occur. If you see the treatment is, if there is, it depends upon the cause obviously. If there is voice abuse, ask the patient to take rest, that is voice rest, as this is the most important factor in acute laryngitis. And the patient should avoid smoking and alcohol should be avoided by the patient. Then you can ask the patient to take steam inhalations because there are increased secretions in the larynx. You can ask the person to take steam inhalations to decrease the secretions, because the patient can have cough. So in order to suppress the cough, we can ask the patient to take cough sedatives, and in infectious causes we should ask the patient to take antibiotics. If there is pain, we ask the patient to take analgesics, and if it is due to chemical, thermal and chemical burns, then steroids are given to the patient. If it occurs due to thermal and chemical burns, then steroids are given to the patients. So this is about acute laryngitis. This acute laryngitis, there is a type of acute laryngitis which is called as acute membranous laryngitis, which is almost similar to acute membranous tonsillitis. This acute membranous laryngitis occurs due to Corynebacterium diphtheria. So this is about acute laryngitis. Thank you for watching my lecture. Thank you.